Close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine yourself sitting at your kitchen table, holding a cup of coffee like you do every morning. But this morning, as you lift your mug, your hand trembles slightly, not enough to spill, just enough to notice. You pause, wondering if you didn't sleep well, or if maybe it's just one of those days. But what if it's not just a bad day? What if it's your body whispering a warning? After the age of 60, our muscles don't just grow weaker, they begin to disappear. Quietly, slowly, but steadily. It's not sudden like a broken bone. It's more like a slow fade. Your legs feel heavier climbing the stairs. Your arms tire halfway through folding laundry. And one day, you realize it takes 2 hands to push yourself up from your favorite chair. According to the National Institutes of Health, most older adults lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after 60. And by 70, you could lose nearly 1/3 of your total muscle strength if you don't actively fight back. This isn't about vanity. This is about your independence. Your ability to walk without a cane, to carry your own groceries, to hug your grandkids without wincing. The worst part, most people don't even realize it's happening until it's already caused a fall, a fracture, or a hospital visit. But here's the good news. You can stop it. You can rebuild what age has tried to take. And you don't need expensive protein powders or a gym membership to do it. What you need is real food, real ingredients, and real science. Because the truth is, what you put on your plate today can shape how you move tomorrow. And in this video, we're going to reveal 6 simple foods that rebuild muscle, naturally foods backed by research, trusted by doctors, and already sitting on the shelves of your local supermarket. So, if you've felt your legs aren't quite what they used to be, if you've noticed your strength slipping, or if you simply want to protect the muscle you still have, this video is your starting line. Let's begin this journey not with fear, but with power, because your strongest years don't have to be behind you. They can start today. Now, before we get into the foods, let me quickly introduce myself and invite you to join a community that's changing the way America ages. Before we dive into the 6 powerful foods that can help you rebuild muscle after 60, let me quickly introduce myself and why this channel might become your favorite health companion. I'm Dr. William Hart, a board-certified geriatric physician with over 2 decades of experience working with older adults across the United States. From Los Angeles to Louisville, from big cities to small towns, I've helped seniors restore strength, reduce pain, and reclaim their confidence not by chasing trends, but by returning to the basics of good, science-based living. At Golden Health, we believe aging isn't a disease, it's a chapter, and like every chapter, it deserves attention, care, and the right tools. Our mission is simple: to turn trusted medical research into practical, step-by-step habits that older adults can use at home, in their kitchens, and in their daily routines. So if you're looking for a space that respects your experience, understands your body, and supports your goals, you've come to the right place. And now I want to hear from you. What's one thing you wish felt easier again? Maybe it's going for a walk around the block. Maybe it's getting out of bed without groaning. Or maybe it's gardening, dancing, lifting your grandchild, or just carrying groceries from the car to the front door. Take a moment and write it in the comments below. Your story matters. And more importantly, it may encourage someone else who feels exactly the same way. Because here at Golden Health, we're not just a YouTube channel, we're a community. And no matter where you are, whether it's a farmhouse in Nebraska or a high-rise in Brooklyn, your journey matters here. And now that we've met, let's get to the heart of the issue. Why does muscle loss happen so aggressively after 60? And why is it so important to stop it early, before it robs us of our independence? Let's break it down. Let's take a moment to understand what's really happening inside your body after age 60. Because once you see the why, the how becomes so much easier to commit to. You see, muscle loss isn't just something that happens with age. It happens because your body changes on a cellular level. After 60, your production of key hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone starts to decline. These are the signals your body uses to build and maintain muscle. With fewer signals, your muscles don't get the same messages to grow or repair, even when you're eating or moving like you used to. That's not all. Your body also becomes more resistant to protein. This is known as anabolic resistance. Think of it like this: when you were 40, eating 20 grams of protein might have been enough to maintain your muscles. But after 65, your body needs more protein and higher quality protein to get the same effect. If nothing changes, you begin to lose strength. Quietly, gradually. It starts with small things: feeling winded on the stairs, needing 2 tries to get out of the car, or avoiding the bottom shelf at the grocery store. But over time, those little moments build into something bigger: real loss of mobility, balance, and independence. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year, and many of those falls are linked directly to muscle weakness. It's one of the leading causes of hospital visits in seniors, and it's often avoidable. This isn't just about being out of shape. It's about protecting your bones, your joints, your brain, your immune system. Muscle is your body's armor. It helps regulate blood sugar, supports metabolism, and even reduces your risk of depression. The good news: you're not powerless. In fact, your body still responds beautifully to the right support even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Research from Tufts University shows that older adults who eat protein-rich diets and stay active can rebuild lost muscle and significantly improve quality of life. And it doesn't take extreme workouts or expensive diets. It starts with food, real, everyday food that works with your body's natural rhythms. So now that you understand why muscle loss happens and why it matters, it's time to take action. Let me show you the 6 foods that can turn things around. We'll begin with one of the most powerful proteins from the sea delicious, affordable and rich in omega-3s. Food number 1: salmon. Let's begin with one of the most powerful muscle-rebuilding foods you can put on your plate: salmon. This protein-rich fish does more than just taste good. It actively helps rebuild aging muscle, fight inflammation, and support joint health, all in one meal. What makes salmon so special? First, it's packed with high-quality, complete protein. Just 1 4-ounce serving delivers around 25 grams of protein, more than enough to kickstart muscle repair after meals. And because salmon is also rich in all 9 essential amino acids, it gives your body exactly what it needs to rebuild and maintain strength, especially after age 60. But that's only half the story. Salmon is one of the richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These healthy fats are known to reduce chronic inflammation, a major contributor to muscle loss, joint pain, and fatigue in older adults. In fact, research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed omega-3s regularly experienced greater improvements in muscle strength and size compared to those who didn't. There's more. Omega-3s also improve the function of muscle stem cells, the very cells your body uses to repair and grow muscle after stress or injury. This means that for seniors recovering from surgery, illness, or even a period of low activity, salmon can literally help jumpstart the rebuilding process. Now, you might be thinking, I don't cook fish much, or isn't salmon expensive? But the good news is, there are easy, affordable options. You can buy frozen wild salmon fillets at most grocery stores like Costco or Walmart, already portioned and ready to bake. Canned salmon is another excellent choice, especially for sandwiches or mixing into salads with a little olive oil and lemon juice. If you're new to cooking salmon, try this season a fillet with garlic powder, black pepper, and a drizzle of olive oil. Bake at 375 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. And serve with steamed broccoli or roasted sweet potatoes. It's a simple dinner that supports your muscles, joints, and heart all in under 30 minutes. Let me share a quick story. Eleanor Preston, 74, from Spokane, Washington, had recently recovered from a hip replacement. She noticed her legs felt unsteady and weak during her morning walks. Her physical therapist recommended she add salmon to her weekly meals twice a week if possible, within 6 weeks. Eleanor reported that she was walking farther, needing fewer breaks, and even felt more energized getting out of bed in the morning. "I never thought food could do this," she said. "It's like medicine on a plate." So, if you're looking for a simple way to build muscle and reduce joint pain without pills or powders, salmon deserves a place at your table. Up next, we'll explore a food that's just as powerful, especially for those looking for plant-based options. It's protein-rich, easy on digestion, and packed with minerals to support strength and energy. Let's talk about tempeh. Food number 2, tempeh. If you're looking for a plant-based food that supports strong muscles without sacrificing protein quality, tempeh is one of the best options you can choose. Yet, it's still one of the most overlooked. Tempeh is a fermented soybean product originally from Indonesia, but it has made its way onto American shelves, and it deserves a spot in your kitchen, especially if you're over 60. Why? Because tempeh checks nearly every box for seniors looking to preserve muscle, improve digestion, and support bone and energy health, all from a plant-based source. Let's start with protein. Tempeh contains around 15 to 18 grams of protein per 3-ounce serving. And more importantly, it's a complete protein. That means it has all 9 essential amino acids, something not all plant-based proteins can claim. For older adults dealing with muscle loss, complete proteins are critical because they supply the exact building blocks your body needs to rebuild and repair muscle tissue. But tempeh does more than just provide protein, because it's fermented. Tempeh contains natural probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support a healthy gut. This matters more than many people realize. As we age, digestion becomes less efficient, which can impact how well we absorb nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and even protein itself. A healthy gut environment helps your body extract more value from every bite of food. Tempeh is also a great source of magnesium and phosphorus, both of which support muscle contraction and bone strength. And because it's low in sodium and free from added sugar, it's heart-friendly too, a big plus for anyone managing high blood pressure or cholesterol. Now, what about flavor and cooking? Tempeh has a firm texture and a nutty, slightly earthy flavor. It absorbs marinades beautifully, making it easy to season to your taste. Here are a few simple ways to add tempeh to your meals. Slice and sauté in olive oil with garlic and soy sauce, then serve over brown rice with steamed veggies. Crumble into a skillet with chili seasoning and use as a meat-free taco filling. Add to stir-fries or curry dishes in place of meat or tofu. Tempeh is widely available in the refrigerated section of stores like Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and even many Walmarts. Look for organic, non-GMO varieties when possible, and avoid heavily processed or pre-flavored versions that may contain excess sodium. Let me introduce you to someone who made tempeh a regular part of his recovery. Howard Kim, a 69-year-old retired music teacher from Sacramento, had recently transitioned to a vegetarian diet after heart surgery. He began to notice fatigue and loss of leg strength, which made it hard to get through his afternoon walks. His dietitian suggested adding tempeh 3 times a week, along with simple bodyweight exercises. After 6 weeks, Howard said he felt more balanced, had better energy, and even improved his sleep. "It's amazing how something so simple could change the way I feel," he shared. So, if you're reducing meat or looking to add more plant power to your meals, tempeh is a smart, science-backed way to protect your strength and support your health as you age. Up next, we'll look at a grain that does more than fill your stomach. It builds muscle, balances blood sugar, and supplies minerals most older adults are missing. Let's talk about quinoa. Food number 3, quinoa. Our next food may look small, but it delivers big when it comes to protecting your muscles and boosting your energy. I'm talking about quinoa, an ancient grain that's been a staple in South American diets for centuries. And now, it's one of the smartest additions you can make to your meals after age 60. Why quinoa? Because it combines the benefits of a whole grain with the power of a complete protein. That means it offers both long-lasting energy and all 9 essential amino acids needed for muscle repair, something extremely rare among plant-based foods. A single cup of cooked quinoa contains about 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and generous amounts of magnesium, iron, and potassium. These are nutrients many older adults don't get enough of, and they play a critical role in maintaining muscle strength, preventing fatigue, and keeping your nervous system and muscles functioning smoothly. Let's break that down. Magnesium helps regulate muscle contractions and reduce cramps. Iron supports red blood cell production, which means more oxygen gets to your working muscles. And potassium keeps your electrolyte balance in check, preventing weakness, dizziness, and those frustrating muscle twitches. Quinoa also digests slowly, which means it provides a steady release of energy, great for preventing that mid-morning or afternoon crash. And for people with blood sugar concerns, that slow digestion helps reduce spikes, giving your body time to use the fuel effectively without stressing your system. Now, let's talk about cooking. Quinoa is surprisingly easy to prepare and very versatile. You cook it just like rice, 2 parts water to 1 part quinoa. Simmer for about 15 minutes, and it's done. Here are a few delicious ways to enjoy it. Make a warm quinoa bowl with roasted vegetables, black beans, and a squeeze of lime. Use it as a base for a breakfast bowl with Greek yogurt, berries, and walnuts. Swap out white rice or pasta for quinoa in soups, stews, or stir-fries. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Rosa Gutierrez, 72, from El Paso, Texas. Rosa had been struggling with afternoon fatigue and poor leg strength, which made it hard for her to keep up with her grandchildren. Her daughter introduced quinoa into her lunches, usually mixed with chickpeas, spinach, and olive oil, within a month. Rosa said she wasn't just more alert in the afternoons. She could climb the stairs in her home without stopping halfway. "It's such a small change," she said, "but it's made a big difference in my energy and confidence." Quinoa is also budget-friendly, shelf-stable, and naturally gluten-free, which makes it ideal for older adults managing digestive sensitivities or looking for easy pantry staples. In summary, quinoa isn't just a trendy superfood, it's a practical, nutrient-dense, muscle-supporting grain that can help you stay strong and energized well into your later years. Up next, we'll turn to a true classic, a food that's been helping bodies grow stronger since the day we were born. Let's talk about eggs. Food number 4. Eggs. Few foods are as familiar or as underrated as eggs, whether scrambled, hard-boiled, poached, or in an omelette. Eggs are one of the most complete and accessible protein sources for older adults looking to fight muscle loss. In fact, if you had to choose just one food to support strength after 60 eggs, might be the smartest place to start. So why are eggs such a powerful tool against sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle? First, eggs are a complete protein. One large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids. But more importantly, it's rich in leucine, a specific amino acid that plays a critical role in muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as the starter switch for rebuilding muscle. Without it, your body doesn't respond as efficiently to the protein you eat. As we age, we naturally develop what scientists call anabolic resistance. That means your muscles don't rebuild as easily, even when you're eating enough. So you need not just more protein, but better protein-dense sources that your body can easily digest and use. Eggs fit that role perfectly, but eggs offer more than just muscle support. They're also one of the best dietary sources of choline, a nutrient that supports brain health, memory, and nerve function, crucial for maintaining coordination and focus as we age. Choline also supports the health of cell membranes, helping your body repair tissues more effectively. In addition, eggs contain vitamin D, especially from pasture-raised varieties, which supports bone density and immune function, 2 areas that often decline in older adults. Now, let's talk about practicality. Eggs are inexpensive, easy to prepare, and versatile across meals. Whether you live alone, cook for a partner, or rely on a caregiver, eggs are a reliable way to get the protein you need with minimal effort. Some simple ways to add eggs to your routine. Scramble 2 eggs with spinach and tomatoes for a quick breakfast. Hard-boil a batch at the beginning of the week and eat one as a snack with a few almonds. That's it. Make a veggie-packed omelette for dinner with mushrooms, onions, and low-fat cheese. Let me share the story of Walter Thompson, 77, from Columbus, Ohio. Walter had always been active, but after a long winter spent mostly indoors, he began feeling sluggish and weak, especially in his arms and shoulders. His son, a nutritionist, recommended adding 2 eggs to his breakfast every morning. Within 3 weeks, Walter noticed a real change. "I can carry my grocery bags again without having to stop halfway," he said, "and my brain feels sharper. 2. If you're looking for a simple, affordable, and effective way to preserve muscle and support brain function at the same time, eggs should absolutely be on your weekly grocery list." Next up, we'll shift to a colorful, starchy vegetable that's often misunderstood. It's naturally sweet, rich in recovery-boosting nutrients, and excellent for your joints and legs. Let's explore the power of sweet potatoes. Food number 5. Sweet potatoes. Now let's turn to a food that many people love for its comforting taste, but few realize just how powerful it is for muscle recovery and joint support. Sweet potatoes. These colorful root vegetables are not only affordable and delicious, but they're also packed with nutrients that aging bodies need to stay strong and mobile. Unlike refined carbs that spike your blood sugar and crash your energy, sweet potatoes are full of complex carbohydrates. That means they break down slowly, delivering a steady stream of fuel to your muscles throughout the day. This is especially important after 60, when energy levels often dip, and your body needs more support to perform daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or standing for long periods. But perhaps the biggest benefit of sweet potatoes is their potassium content. One medium sweet potato has over 500 milligrams of potassium, about 10% of your daily needs. Potassium is crucial for healthy muscle contractions and nerve signaling. Without enough of it, you're more likely to experience cramps, weakness, or even irregular heartbeats. Sweet potatoes are also high in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that your body converts into vitamin A. This helps reduce inflammation, especially in joints, and supports immune function and vision, which naturally decline with age. And let's not forget magnesium, another key mineral found in sweet potatoes that supports muscle relaxation and recovery. For older adults who experience post-exercise soreness, stiffness in the knees, or general fatigue, adding sweet potatoes to meals 2 or 3 times a week can bring noticeable improvements. Now, how do you enjoy them? There are many easy ways. Roast them with olive oil, rosemary, and garlic for a simple side dish. Mash them with a splash of almond milk and cinnamon for a comfort food twist. Dice and sauté them with onions and peppers for a hearty breakfast hash. Let me share a quick story. Dolores Bennett, 75, from Charleston, South Carolina, used to dread walking up the stairs in her home. Her knees ached and her legs felt tired even after short distances. At the suggestion of her doctor, she began eating sweet potatoes 3 times a week, usually roasted or in stews with lentils and greens. Within a month, she noticed less stiffness, more confidence in her steps, and improved digestion too. "I used to think they were just a side dish," she said. "Now they feel like a secret weapon." Sweet potatoes are easy to cook, budget-friendly, and work well with both plant-based and meat-based meals. And unlike some supplements or specialty foods, they're familiar, comforting, and widely available in every American kitchen. So, if you want to keep your legs strong, reduce inflammation in your joints, and maintain steady energy throughout the day, don't overlook this vibrant vegetable. Next, we'll finish our list with a leafy green that packs more strength-building power than you might expect. It's gentle on digestion, great for circulation, and ideal for seniors looking to stay light, mobile, and energized. Let's talk about spinach. Food number 6. Spinach. Our final food might not have the bold flavor or eye-catching color of sweet potatoes or salmon, but don't let its simplicity fool you. Spinach is one of the most efficient, nutrient-dense foods you can eat, especially when it comes to protecting your muscles, improving circulation, and keeping your energy steady after 60. This leafy green is loaded with vitamins and minerals that directly support muscle health. Let's start with magnesium. 1 cup of cooked spinach delivers nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. Magnesium plays a central role in muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and recovery. If you've ever experienced leg cramps at night or twitching muscles after a walk, low magnesium could be one of the culprits. Spinach is also rich in iron, especially important for older adults, as it helps your blood deliver oxygen to muscles. Without enough iron, your muscles can't function at full capacity, leading to fatigue, weakness, and shortness of breath during activity. While spinach contains non-heme iron plant-based, it becomes more absorbable when paired with vitamin C like a squeeze of lemon juice or a few orange slices. But what really makes spinach stand out is its natural nitrate content. Dietary nitrates found in spinach are converted by the body into nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels relax and improves blood flow. That means more oxygen and nutrients are delivered to your muscles, enhancing endurance and reducing post-exercise soreness. Several clinical trials have even shown that regular consumption of nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach can improve walking speed and stamina in older adults. And there's more. Spinach also contains vitamin K, which supports bone density, and lutein, an antioxidant that helps protect your muscle and nerve cells from age-related stress. The best part, spinach is extremely versatile. Saute it lightly with garlic and olive oil as a side dish. Add a handful to your morning omelette or scrambled eggs. Blend it into smoothies with banana and Greek yogurt. Toss it raw into sandwiches or whole grain wraps for a fiber boost. Let me share the story of Harold and Gwen. 78, from Portland, Oregon. Harold loved walking around his neighborhood but had started experiencing nighttime leg cramps and daytime sluggishness. His daughter, a nurse, encouraged him to eat spinach every other day, either in salads or sautéed with dinner. After just 3 weeks, Harold said his legs felt stronger and the cramps nearly disappeared. "I didn't expect much from a handful of greens," he laughed. "But now I don't skip a day." Spinach is inexpensive, easy to digest, and works well both raw and cooked. If chewing fresh leaves is difficult, lightly steaming or sautéing softens them without losing key nutrients. In summary, spinach may not look dramatic on your plate, but it works behind the scenes to support your muscle function, blood circulation, and energy, all crucial for aging well. Now that we've gone through all 6 foods, salmon, tempeh, quinoa, eggs, sweet potatoes, and spinach, it's time to bring it all together. In the next section, I'll show you how these simple ingredients can work together to create a long-term strategy for strength, confidence, and independence. Let's step back for a moment and imagine what your life could look like just a few weeks from now after consistently adding these 6 powerful foods into your weekly meals. You're waking up with more energy. Your legs feel steady as you get out of bed. You walk to the kitchen without gripping the wall for support. That ache in your knees is less noticeable. You carry your grocery bags in from the car without having to stop. And maybe, just maybe, you're feeling a little more like yourself again. Because here's what the science shows. According to research from Tufts University and the National Institute on Aging, seniors who regularly consume nutrient-dense foods like salmon, leafy greens, and legumes see measurable improvements in strength, balance, and stamina within as little as 3 to 6 weeks. Not years, weeks. Muscle loss is slow, but so is muscle recovery. And that's actually good news, because it means every small action adds up. 1 serving of quinoa instead of white rice, 1 egg at breakfast instead of cereal, a handful of spinach stirred into your soup. These tiny changes begin to accumulate, supporting your muscle fibers, improving blood flow, enhancing nutrient absorption, and even strengthening bones. Over time, your posture improves, your coordination gets sharper, you don't get winded as easily, you move with more confidence. Let me introduce you to one of my patients, Judith Lane, 70, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Judith had always been independent, but after a minor surgery and several months of inactivity, she began to notice weakness in her legs, soreness in her joints, and a general sense of being off. She feared losing her independence and, worse, becoming a burden. Her physical therapist recommended a simple plan: focus on 6 real foods that supported muscle recovery. Judith started small scrambled eggs and spinach for breakfast, salmon once a week, quinoa bowls for lunch, and roasted sweet potatoes for dinner a few times each week. Within 6 weeks, Judith was back to walking her dog around the block and even rejoined her church choir. I didn't have to give up the foods I loved, she told me. I just needed to upgrade what I was eating. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. You don't need a strict diet, expensive supplements, or high-intensity workouts to reclaim strength and energy. You just need a plan and a little patience. Because with each meal, you're not just eating, you're healing, you're restoring, you're strengthening your body in ways that truly matter. And the best part? You're doing it naturally. With food, with intention, with joy. Next, let's talk about how to stay safe while making these changes and how to personalize them based on your health needs or mobility level. Because your path to strength should always fit your life, not the other way around. By now, you've seen how simple foods can become powerful allies in your journey to rebuild strength and stay independent. But before you rush to fill your cart with salmon, quinoa, and spinach, let's pause for a moment and talk about something equally important: safety and personalization. Because the truth is, no two bodies are the same. What works for one person might need adjusting for another. That's especially true if you're managing chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, kidney problems, or taking medications that affect nutrient absorption. So let's walk through a few simple guidelines to make sure this plan works for you, not against you. 1. If you're on medication or have a medical condition, talk to your doctor first. This is especially true if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin. Some foods high in vitamin K, like spinach, may interfere with dosage. Potassium-sparing diuretics. You may need to watch potassium intake from foods like sweet potatoes. 2. Kidney disease. Your doctor may recommend limiting protein, phosphorus, or potassium based on your lab values. A 5-minute conversation with your provider can help you tailor the foods we discussed to fit your personal needs. 2. Modify your meals based on mobility and energy. Not everyone can cook every day, and that's okay. Here are some simple ways to make these foods work even with limited energy. Buy pre-washed spinach and use it raw in sandwiches or toss into hot soup. Use canned salmon or pre-cooked quinoa for quick, no-prep meals. Cook in batches, prepare 2 to 3 portions at once and store for later. Ask for help. Caregivers, neighbors, or meal delivery services can assist with prep. 3. Adjust for digestive sensitivities. Some people over 60 have trouble digesting certain foods. If that's you, try lightly steaming vegetables like spinach to make them easier on the stomach. Choosing lactose-free Greek yogurt or cottage cheese alternatives. Introducing high-fiber foods like lentils or quinoa slowly to avoid bloating. 4. Leverage community and financial resources. Eating healthy shouldn't be a luxury. Many programs can help. Medicare offers free nutritional counseling if you have diabetes or kidney disease. Meals on Wheels delivers senior-friendly meals to your home. SNAP benefits. Formerly, food stamps can help pay for groceries like salmon, eggs, or sweet potatoes. At Walmart, Aldi, and local food banks often provide coupons or affordable produce options. 5. Make it yours. If you're caring for a parent, living alone, or in assisted living, you can still take ownership of your health. Start with one food at a time. Keep a journal of how you feel after meals. Celebrate small wins like better sleep, less soreness, or improved balance. Because aging isn't about giving up control, it's about adapting wisely. In the next and final section, we'll bring it all together. I'll help you picture what your life could look like if you continue these simple changes and how you can inspire others along the way. Because the food on your plate isn't just fuel, It's your foundation for freedom. Let's take a deep breath together and look back at everything we've covered. 6. Simple, powerful foods already available in your kitchen or just a short trip to the grocery store that can help you rebuild muscle, restore energy, and reclaim the independence that aging tries to steal. Salmon, to fight inflammation and build lean strength. Tempeh, for plant-based recovery and gut health. Quinoa, to fuel your day and feed your muscles. Eggs, to wake up your body's natural muscle-building engine. Sweet potatoes, to steady your energy and support your joints. Spinach, to boost circulation, relieve stiffness, and deliver essential minerals. Together, these aren't just ingredients. They're a strategy, a path, a quiet but powerful way to take back control of your health meal by meal, bite by bite. Now picture this. You're 72, but moving with the confidence of someone 20 years younger. You can walk the dog, water your garden, climb the porch steps, or dance at your granddaughter's wedding without worrying about fatigue or imbalance. You no longer see food as something to fear or restrict, but as something that helps you thrive. This isn't a dream. It's a choice. One you can make today. Because aging doesn't mean fading, it means evolving. And your strength isn't gone. It's waiting for you to feed it. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start with one food, one habit, one small step. Maybe tomorrow morning, you scramble 2 eggs instead of skipping breakfast. Or you grab a can of salmon instead of cold cuts. Or you toss a handful of spinach into your soup and feel proud not because it's perfect, but because you showed up for yourself. Let this video be your starting point, not the end. And now, I want to hear from you. What's one change you're ready to make this week? Is it breakfast, dinner? A new ingredient you've never tried before? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this video spoke to you, please give it a like. It helps more people find this message. Subscribe to Golden Health for more practical, science-backed ways to stay strong after 60. And if there's someone in your life, a parent, a spouse, a neighbor who could benefit from this, share it with them today, because sometimes all it takes is one video to change a life. You are not alone in this. You are not too old, and it is never, ever too late to get stronger. We're with you step by step, meal by meal, day by day. Stay strong, stay steady. Stay kind to your body, and we'll see you in the next video.